Okay, last video of the energy spike day that I wanted to put out here. That's very, very important. Just want to say if you guys are enjoying the content, like and subscribe and all that delicious stuff, or don't. That message will always stay the same no matter what name I'm under. Anyways, let's get into it. Listen here, you spiritual communion mofos out there. Y'all need to be careful of who you're paying attention to. Like I said, down here on earth, there is duality. There are mofos in this to trick you, or even, what's funny actually with that side is you got to think about this. If everything can be a lesson, then maybe there's some motherfuckers in this game that exist to just get you to realize or kind of get you to have a better level of discernment when it ends up coming out. But trust me, there's a lot of these motherfucking teachers that are fugazi, which means fake. That not necessarily the content of what they're talking about is fake, but the way they're delivering it to you can end up, hindering yourself. Remember, take what you resonate with, even from a person like me, and move on. But I wanted to also talk about this. Remember, coming from the guy who does not consider himself spiritual, but a divine being, yes, and into conscious work, yes, in all this working, I am not a part of any conspiracy community, nor will I ever be. I have a funny story that someone wanted me to make a video on when I got into an argument with a vegan, and don't worry, I gotcha. That video will be coming soon. Trust me, I've had the funniest stories of this journey, because when I was in the beginning and I realized I was the black sheep of like my family with all this, I felt like the lone wolf. Dude, I was trying to find that community I fit into, and I was like, yo, what the fuck? All these shits are like, all these people seem like idiotic with this stuff, man. And oh man, I got the stories for y'all. But this video is particularly about sources. Remember, the best way you can know you're dealing with someone who's real in this information and really just trying to give it to you is they will never try to get you to 100% follow what they say. And that's me, and you can see it in my old videos too. I'm one of those. I'm going to rep it. I'm doing it all goddamn day. I do not want you guys take what I say for a grain of salt. This channel, this one especially, is supposed to be way more me and sarcastic and jokey than my last channel was. I want to let go because honestly, screw this stuff, man. I want to bring back, which may not ever happen because I don't own YouTube, but the YouTube days and the content creation days where, and I'm also putting these on Rumble, but I want to bring back the content days where it really felt like the videos were benefiting the creators. And where you could just be like artistry. It's art. This is our form of art, creation. Where we can just say what we want. What's the saying? No holds barred, and put things out. And it was just a better time, right? So, anyways, with that reminiscing aside, let these mofos cite their sources. Like the thumbnail that I put in the video, and the thumbnail I'm gonna have over this video with the books. These are all the books that I've owned and still have, and I've transferred all the knowledge into this brain and switched it into my own way. I also have the Holographic Universe, but I'm going to list them off very quickly. Mind Control 101 by Dantalian Jones. The Philosophy book, Big Ideas Simplified. I also have a Chakra book for dummies. Find whatever one that works for you. The Astral Body by A.E. Powell. The Astral Plane by C.W. Leadbeater. My one that B.O.B., the master god in this fucking game, that recommended to me, How the Spiritual World, let me pull it because I have it next to me. I'm trying to read it from the screenshot. Okay. How the Spiritual World Projects into the Physical Existence, The Influence of the Dead, the collected works of Rudolf Steiner, and then boom, you have Psychomancy, which I just noticed the synchronicity there. Psychomancy, hard to find, but if you know how to get PDFs and stuff, you can get that one. Not telling you to go do anything, but you know how to get PDFs. Like PDFs are out there. What are you going to do? They're out there. And I'm pretty sure Frank Rudolph Young would probably want that. But Psychomancy, The Secret of Psychic Control by Frank Rudolph Young. Insane book, by the way. These are all my sources, and where I, talk about the things in my life. I'm experienced. I've got the experience that I create these things. So you don't need to play around with me, nor do you need to. I'm also saying this for someone who, if you want more trust in me, all my stories are 100% real. I've got people, the accounts, I've got the timestamps, I've got the evidence, I got everything. I've got the books that I've even written in to like literally manifest things in my life. I do this. So if you needed someone to trust or that is real in this shit, trust me, I'm being real because I'm only going to try to awaken things within you and not really try. This channel is really about me, but hopefully I inspire you through what I do. Lunar Was Lost is more gated to, I wanted to wake people up. But this one, I just want to talk about the shit and the funny shit that be having me just laugh when I look at it and the things that used to annoy me. And I want to put them out. But remember, sources are important. Go to the motherfuckers who point you to the source material, and not only that, go to the motherfuckers who talk about where they get some of this stuff from. If it just seems like, because a lot of people don't cite the sources, or like even when they talk about it, they don't have a video like this that exists where they tell you where the things they've read or the people they've listened to. It's almost like they're too scared to say it, or their big ego. Who knows what the case is? I don't want to go around throwing assumptions, but whatever it may be, trust the people who can point you to their sources, because then you can go do it for yourself, because you don't need anybody on this journey. I need to tell you that. You don't need anybody on this spiritual journey. So just let me point that out there. You don't need vegetables. You don't need anyone to tell you what to do. You can be completely awakened or completely reawakened within yourself. Because if you were a guy that just lived on a forest mountain by himself and, said that was fucking enlightenment for you, and you just were away from society, or what people deem as escaping the matrix, but this is all the matrix, escaping the matrix and living in a forest by yourself, you wouldn't even have these people. That's the one dream of mad people. I want to just move away to the forest and be alone and self-sufficient and da-da-da-da-da. And I just want to run away from all this society and all this shit. Well, I got news for you. Do it. And if you did it, you wouldn't even be listening to these gurus and stuff if you stay off your phone and all that good stuff. So then live by that. You don't need anyone for your spiritual journey. Now, not shitting on anyone. There may be people out there that do need to listen to some of these gurus and stuff. But just be careful. Be sure to not deify mofos. Everyone is the same as you. You've got things that are locked within you that are the same things that they had to unlock one day. They just know how to use it a lot better than your ass and get you trapped in these communities and shit. Don't do it, I remember Elmer Locker Jr., I remember in one of his videos, he said that, about people, it was like, when you are buying into someone, or you're giving someone too much of their time or your time, you're buying into their dream that they've manifested. So you're just a part of their dream. Now, also remember, I truly, fully believe this, that there are non-playable characters that run around here. Also, we have to respect them, so don't just be saying anyone is an NPC if you don't even know that you might be the NPC in someone's reality. Which, again, I heard this too from Brother Panic, that the only sign of life is consciousness, like the work that we're into. So you never know. And I also heard many things I've seen for myself, like the Bible talks about how only 144,000 souls, which again, don't know if the numbers are exact because motherfuckers wrote the Bible, but that point is of why I'm bringing that up is that not a lot of motherfuckers here are real. Most of the other people are backdrop people. I've made this video on my other channels before too, where who knows, maybe the people that even follow you or make up the reality of people that are watching you are not real, but there's real ones mixed in there. Who knows? But I know if you're one of the real ones, hey, well, wake up, start making your own content or something. But anyways, long story short, you want someone who's being real and is never going to tell you not to just do things for yourself, or not to remind you every so often that you're the only one that can save yourself. No motherfucker here on this planet can fucking force awareness down your throat. You've got to do it. You got to do the work. So grab these books and do the motherfucking work. I'm out of here. Peace. Funny thing I also realized about these source books too is, damn, when they were alive or they were writing their books and getting their sources from other scientists and blah 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 and metaphysicists and all this other shit, is damn, technically they had to also write the book. So it's kind of funny. It's kind of like, damn, all of this is really just within the person too. Like H.P. Lovecraft and all them, damn, there truly may not be too many channelers. That might not be a real thing. There's obviously people that use their own power, so I would say that's channeling. But damn, all this knowledge is really nothing new under the sun. It made me realize, holy crap. Okay, power's within you, man. Just meditate.